This team today, they answered the call.
Yeah, Philly 500, already know what he about, boy. Yeah. Reppin' Eagles to the day he die. Got no love for the Cowboys. Got the green, black, and the silver. Jersey on night, so official. Stream live, let's get down to business. Got Pizzle, he can get the middle finger. Haters gon' say what they want. But Eagles, we fly high. Got a shout out to the homie, Philadelphia 789. Biggest fan that you got.
Dallas still stinks. You already know it. King Ding right here, and welcome to the Victory Celebration Room. Wait, rerun. Where we haven't been since the Eagles beat the Jets, but we're back because the Eagles, they had a win. They had a season-saving win as far as I'm concerned. This win is huge, not just because you're 4-4 or anything like that, but because they needed to prove that they could come together. So we're in the Victory Celebration Room, better known as my garage, where we come to basically smoke a stogie, and we will refuse to finish this wall because it bothers the hell out of Mark Holmes, so we're keeping it. And I can't smoke inside because, as always, my wife will double moonwalk my ass. She don't even like it when I'm done and I run upstairs. She's like, go upstairs, get close the shower, all this crap. But we're out here, and we're going to smoke, and we're going to enjoy it, because I've been craving it, and I got a bunch of little Brad kids running around out there. Anyways, I dedicate this cigar to the Philadelphia Eagles, to that whole roster, because they came together, they fought together, and they won together, and they double moonwalked the Bills' ass together. 31 points on that defense. Are you kidding me? That's huge. That's huge. We got a lot to talk about. Let's get into it. Let's light this bad boy up. I don't like glares. I like blow torches. Hear that? That can light some shit on fire. Tastes so good when it touches your lips. Now, before I start, I have to say a few things. All right? First thing that needs to be mentioned is Dallas still stinks. First thing, had to get it out. Second, I want to thank everybody who was in my stream, who have been big-time supporters of me, who donated a super chat for all my mods in my streams this year. You guys have been fantastic. I started selling merchandise, as you can see. I sold quite a few stuff today. I was kind of surprised how much. Just want to thank everybody for that, and I just want to say I appreciate it, and it's just very humbling. We also hit 18,000. That's subscriber wise, and that's very important to me too. So thank you very much. Just wanted to say appreciate everybody and tell you that. Now, as far as this game goes, this is just about as big as a game as you could win. In a regular season, at 3-4, it's a big game. Not just because you're trying to get to 500. That's one thing. I mean, you're only one game back at Dallas, now a half game back. But, well, a half game, one game because of tiebreakers too, but you play them again. But everything that has happened the last 2 weeks with the anonymous source, and then you had the beating in Dallas, and then you had Orlando Scandrick, that chump, and that's what he is, chump, with Skip Bayless. You see Skip Bayless? He loved it, and when that happened, you know, you knew this team was going one of two ways. They were going to come in, start losing, and give up, or they were going to come in and they were going to fight, and they were going to come together as a team. Things like this either kill you or they make you stronger. And it looked today like it made this Eagles team stronger. This was the first time in weeks that I've seen this team help each other up, hustle every play, everybody on the same page, everybody caring what's happening to the other guy. It was totally different. Go watch this game. Go watch the Minnesota game and the Dallas game. And then go watch 2017. They had the same hunger that I saw in 2017. It was back. And like I always say to people, man, I get very angry when I feel that the players don't care as much about winning as the fans. Even if it's not true, just that whole attitude of it drives me nuts. And yeah, Scandrick went on and said some things that I think there was some truth to. Okay? Because I've been seeing it and talking about it myself. about still living in 2017, maybe not being as hungry, all those things. And his talk gave that team, it made them come together and get hungry. And they went out and they double moonwalk the Bills' ass. I said, if this team comes together, they're going to double moonwalk the Bills' ass. That's what happened. Now, a lot of people have pointed this out to me, and I'm starting to believe that Scandrick is a mole. That he's a double agent. Okay? I believe this was a false flag against the Philadelphia Eagles organization. I believe he was sent by the evil empire, the evil emperor, Emperor Palpatine, Jerry Jones, to basically go in there, cause problems, and then spy on the Eagles. I know you're going, dude, you're nuts. I'm a conspiracy theorist. Why is he talking to Sean Lee? He said he talked to Sean Lee for hours the week leading up to the game. Most people, even if they're friends, they don't talk the week that you're playing each other. That's usually how it is. He was talking. Was he giving them information? Was he telling them what was going to happen? I don't trust the whole thing. The whole thing, the more I think about it, is suspicious. I think the Eagles had a false flag. Now, holy crap. It's the week of Halloween. It's the week of Halloween. This is a good week. The Eagles win. It's Halloween. I love Halloween. I gotta be honest. I like it more on the East Coast than the West because it's more fally. The weather changes much more, and it's just fun. From what I remember, I wish my kids could see. But thing I like about Halloween here is the weather gets cold after. Like right around now, the weather's gonna get cold, and then November 1st, 5 a.m. in the morning, my kids are gonna be shaking me up, waking me up. You gotta put the Christmas tree up. Halloween's over. You gotta put the Christmas tree. Hey, it's November 1st. You gotta put the Christmas. Oh yeah, November 1st. And then they'll just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And I'll just be trying to ignore it. And then my wife will, just put it up. Just put it up so they stop asking. And so I got all this work to do. But I love Christmas. Christmas, like Thanksgiving to New Year's, that's Philly 500 time. That's Philly 500 time. I love that time of year. Dingbat claws. And let me tell you, a lot of people are already drinking eggnog. I can't drink eggnog to Thanksgiving because I will drink all the eggnog in the world. I will drink all the eggnog I can. And if I started at Halloween, I would kill myself. I'd probably kill myself. So I got to do it from Thanksgiving to New Year's. And somebody tell Turkey Hill, I need an eggnog sponsorship. You know what I'm saying? I need eggnog sponsorship. Nobody sells more eggnog than me. And that's fact. Facts. I'm going to drink so much eggnog this year. It's going to be ridiculous. It's going to be coming out my pores. Anyway, see, I'm rambling. This is what happens when we win. I get giddy. I ramble. I'm happy. It's a good week. This is going to be a great week. Now, let me say this. The Eagles are far, from being out of the crap. I mean, we got a long way to go to get ourselves back in this thing, in my opinion. I'm not going to tell you that we're running the table. I'm not going to tell you that everything is fine now, because it's not. What I'm going to tell you is that this win showed me that this team is ready to fight, that they're ready to come together. And that's the first step. Secondly, this shows me that the Eagles will be buyers. They will be buyers at the trade deadline. They're not going to stand pat, and they're not going to sell. I'd be very shocked if we don't make a move. That may not be a big move, who knows? But I expect the Eagles to do something. A lot of rumors that they're looking at defensive linemen from Denver. They're also looking at Robbie Anderson. I hope Devontae Parker's in there. Personally, I think you need a deep threat. I think you need a guy to stretch the field. And, it'll be an insurance policy to Deshaun Jackson. If Deshaun Jackson comes back, then that's even better. But you got to do it, because you have to take these defenses off of you have to push them back. You have to make them honor the whole field. Okay? Ertz, the best corners are playing Ertz, and they're challenging the receivers one-on-one. Now, Alshon stepped up today, but where's Nelson Aguilar? I'm going to be honest. I think he stinks. I think he had one good year, and he's not that good. I mean, even the play where they ran the end around, he ran 9 yards backwards. What are you doing? But he only had 4 targets. Matt Collins is non-existent. Got to get a receiver. So I expect a move. You're wondering, what are you doing? You light up another cigar? Yeah, I had to. my camera just died, and I had to basically finish the other cigar, and I'm going to smoke another cigar now so I can continue the video. Like, what are you going to do? You smoke two? I don't care. The only one that's going to complain is my wife. But anyways, as I was saying, and I believe this is where I left off, I was just about to say that the thing about this game is that you had 29 mile an hour winds, okay? And a lot of talk was that this was going to hurt the Eagles, but in actuality, I think it hurt the Bills, because really, the Eagles' weakness on defense, one of their big weaknesses, is downfield, the vertical game, the big passing game. They get beat a lot. Can't do that in those kind of winds. You saw balls sail out of bounds, others just die in the air. A couple times Josh Allen took shots. So I think that helped the Eagles. And the second thing is on offense, we don't have much of a vertical game. We don't have much of one, so we didn't have to really worry about it. So I think that helped us, and we have to remember that going forward. We still got to fix those issues. Although I think Darby and Jalen Mills played okay. I think they're much better than what we had, and they're competent, and you can play and be in these games with them, and that's a good thing. Defensively, offensively, this team came out, and they were ready to play. They were ready to play, and that's what I wanted. I wanted to see a team ready to play, ready to fight, and you could tell in the first series on defense that they were ready to go. I love seeing offensive linemen pick you guys up and all those kind of things. So the Eagles come out on defense. They almost get a fumble, but Buffalo, they recover it, and then the Eagles get a couple opportunities. Now both teams are not really moving the ball that well, all those kind of things, and the Eagles offensively were struggling. That's a good defense. Early on, that was a good defense, but the big momentum changed, I thought, when Brandon Graham had that forced fumble. They recover it, they go down, they score before halftime, and then they get the ball back. Now when they get the ball back, they run just a beautiful play. And here's the thing. There's a lot of times where I think the Eagles offensively are too predictable. I can call out the play before it happens. They showed some things today that we haven't seen all year, and that Buffalo couldn't have known what was coming. For example, they had the two tight end set, two running backs, Howard to the right, Sanders to the left. Carson in shotgun snaps it, hands it off to Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders follows Jordan Howard, who's almost blocking like a fullback, showing him the hole to hit, and he just follows him right up there, turns on his speed. He guy's fast. I mean, did you see how he turned that corner? And he goes for a touchdown. That was huge. And then Buffalo comes back, and they go down and score a touchdown. I can't tell you how many times I see this team give up touchdowns after just scoring. They did it again. And it's like, oh, here we go again. And then, after Buffalo scored, the Eagles get the ball. And this is where the North Dakota assassin did what he had to do. Took over, okay? Because, look, you're not going to throw for 300 yards, 350 yards in games like that. But he answered the bell. All week I heard Carson Wentz career-defining game versus the Buffalo Bills. There's that, all these things, all this pressure on Carson Wentz, which I don't think was true, but this is how they built it up. Okay, and what did he do? He answered the bell. An unbelievable pass downfield in the wind to Alshon Jeffrey. I don't think people understand how hard of a throw that was. That was a great throw in a great spot. In wind, horrible conditions, the Eagles go down and they score, and boom, that's it. That was like, to me, I knew that we were winning that game right then and there because he answered the bell. And Carson played great. I'm not saying he doesn't make mistakes. He did. There was one play where he got blitzed, and he runs to his right, hits Ertz, I believe, on a short pass. But if he would have thrown it over the defensive lineman, he could have had a screen, and Miles Sanders, he could have still been running. So, not perfect. Still got things to work on. But in the big game, in the pressure situation, fourth quarter, third quarter, playing a team where your season's on the line, the guy came through. 5-1 team. He went in there and he won. And you got to give him credit for his toughness, for what he did. It was nice to see him tuck the ball, run. He double moonwalked the Buffalo Bills' ass, got over them. And the other thing that they did today that I really liked, besides that play, was they ran the screen passes. I've been saying for weeks, you got to run more screen passes, especially when you're getting blitzed like that. It's open. And they did that. They ran a lot of screen passes. They got to continue. And they rolled him out. You've got to roll him out. If you look at the 27 tape, a lot of times they roll Carson Wentz out. And it's big for him. It's big for him. I thought Alshon Jeffrey, I thought he had a great game. The other receivers, not so much. Matt Collins, Nelson, just Nelson. It's just Nelson, you know. And you can see why the Eagles need that vertical receiver, that other receiver, because they put White on Ertz for a lot of the game. They're putting their best corners on Ertz, and they're daring your receivers to beat you. And fortunately today, Alshon Jeffrey did that. So it's a big win, man. It's a big win. I mean, we could nitpick every little thing that they did wrong. We could do it. But in this win today, to me, the thing I needed to see the most, I saw. I needed to see this team unify and be together and have fight. And that's what I saw. And now we got a chance to get back in this thing. You know, we got a tough game against the Bears. They lose again. Well, you know, I burned Trubisky jersey. I'm willing to torch him again. Mitch Trubisky stinks. We're gonna beat him. Josh from the Sports Studio, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for your Bears. It's going to happen, and I can't wait. I cannot wait to beat the Bears up. I feel very good about that game. I feel like we're gonna win that game, and I feel like when we do, we're going to go into a bye, and then if we could split with New England and Seattle, that's all I'm asking for. Give me a split. Give me a win against the Bears. Give me a split in the New England and Seattle game. Just give me one of those games. Then the Eagles could win. They literally could win the next 5. It's possible. So everything is in front of us. Everything is still there. The division's for the taking. We got to clean some things up. We got to get better. But the most important element has come together. The team unified. They unified maybe because of that scumbag Scandrick. Who knows? But they did. And it's a big deal for us. And I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Big win for the Eagles. This trade deadline is going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see what they do. I don't think they're standing pat, man. I think they're going to make a move, and I can't wait to see it. It's good. Halloween, and you get the holidays. Football's in full gear. We're at the halfway point. Let's do it. Let's go. I'm ready. You ready? Let's go. Not you, woman. There she is. What a stupid dog. How many times can you walk your dog during the day? A little dog like that, crapping in everybody's yard. Get the hell out of here, woman. Jeez. Oh, I know my kids are going to be asking me for Christmas this week. It's going to be crazy. Big win. I'm pumped. I am so pumped for this game, this victory. 31-13. It's a big win, man. Big win. And it's something you can build on. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. Don't forget, think about it. I'm going to finish my cigar and I'm going to go chill.